I'm Gavin Cooley. I got a very small taste of what it's like to be alone and exposed to the elements out on that trail. And it was one of the biggest challenges of my life.
But unlike the hundreds of homeless in our city and the millions around the country who battle the elements every single day, I had so much help along my journey. From GPS to high-end camping gear to daily check-ins with my family and months to plan. If you are homeless in America, you have very few tools to help you survive and no home to journey back to.